Hello. So I'm Danitza Nicklow, Realtor with Berkshire Hathaway, and I'm here today with Jess Lyons from Lyonsgate Funding. Hi, Jess.
Hey, Danitza, how are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
So Jess and I are here to just, update you on what's happening in the housing market, in the mortgage world. We're going to try and do this pretty regularly to keep you informed. So, Jess, share with us what you've been seeing lately.
So Danitza, what we've been really coming across on the lending side of things, we're starting to get into a different market now than what we've seen for a long time. It's really becoming a lot more of a buyer's market currently. There's a lot of opportunities for buyers that they haven't seen over the last several years. It just really comes down to the fact that a lot of the first time buyers had a really hard time over the last 3 years trying to get into homes because it was so competitive. But the great news is now we're seeing an increase in first time home buyers getting their offers accepted. We're seeing a lot more financing that are going down the government avenue, which basically means the people that had to have really great credit to get offers accepted in the last 2 years, that's not really the case now. Everybody is getting an opportunity to get in and buy their first home. The other thing that we've seen a lot lately that's really terrific for first time buyers is there's also a lot of seller's assist happening right now where the sellers are able to contribute to the buyer's closing cost, which is great because first time home buyers, especially now with inflation and the cost of everything being so much, they really struggle to save up the money and have a lot for a down payment. So right now, if the sellers are willing to contribute towards their closing costs, they can get into those houses and need a lot less money than what they were needing in the last few years. So it's been a really great change for first time buyers. And it's just, it was so hard the last few years for them, and it was a very unmotivating thing. But now there's so much opportunity for them to get out there and find something. And the other really great thing too is we know the rates are going to come down in the near future. So basically, at this point, you get in, get the house that you want while you don't have all the competition and other people banging down the seller's door. And whenever the rates come down, they can refinance and save themselves a substantial amount of money. I mean, obviously, I don't have a crystal ball and don't know exactly where the rates are going, but I do know that they're going to be lower than where they are currently. So, people will be able to take advantage of this great market now and then get the lower payment, probably next year, first quarter or second quarter at the latest. So it really is a great time to get out there and, start shopping.
It is. I've seen a lot of first-time home buyers getting some offers accepted. I've even seen some sellers preemptively offering seller's assist that, I ready out there. Here's $9,000 for the repairs that are going to be needed. So just for some viewers that might be just entering and starting to think about buying, you said the government loans. So those are FHA, VA, USDA, correct?
Yes, that's correct. So we have the three different government loans, and each of them is a little different in their own ways. And depending on the borrower, we determine whether they qualify for a VA, USDA, or FHA. But the great thing about the government loans, Danitza, is for people that aren't really into finance and don't know, they will go with much lower credit scores than your traditional financing on a conventional loan. So we have credit scores all the way down into like the 580 range. Sometimes with a really special situation, we can get down to 550. Um, but the government loans are going to allow people to get a better interest rate, and they're also going to give them the opportunity to put a lot less money down and to have the seller pay more of their closing costs than on a conventional loan. So it's a really good product for first-time home buyers, whether it's an FHA, VA, or USDA. They're all very specific about who can qualify. So that's why I say we have to talk to the individual borrower, determine what best suits their needs and what they qualify for. And then we get a game plan together and figure out, okay, hey, this is how much money you need to get into this house. This is what your payment looks like, and just get a whole blueprint worked out for them so they know exactly what they're dealing with. But the government loans right now are making up the largest percentage of the mortgage financing currently, which is a big change from like where we've seen over the last several years. Government loans made up a very small portion, and that was just because we were in such a competitive market. A lot of sellers weren't willing to take the government financing.
Yeah, now government financing in the end to the seller generally comes off the same. The seller walks away with the same check as they would from a conventional financing, but there are, a few more criteria on appraisal. So that's really where that problem was a lot of times. So thank you for all the information. Last note before I let you go, what are you seeing as current interest rate ranges for loans right now?
Yeah, so it's really kind of interesting, Danitza. If borrowers are willing to put a little bit of money forward to buy down their rate, you can get a substantially better interest rate. So right now we have rates, into the fours again. If they're willing to pay a little bit of money on a government loan, you can get down into the fours. We also have something called a 2-1 buy down, where borrowers can get the sellers to help buy down their rate for the first 2 years, and it helps to alleviate a little bit of the monthly payment. So it's a real big range, though. It fluctuates depending on the type of loan, but the rates are really a lot lower than where they've been for quite a while. So that's a plus too, because not only are there less people out there, so the competition's less, but the rates have come back down a little bit. And like I said, in the future, they're going to come down more. It's just, I think waiting for the rates to drop is a really bad idea, because when the rates do drop, Danitza, everybody else that put off their search is going to be back out into the market, and it's going to be a lot more competitive like it has been for the last several years. So I think now is the time to buy.
Yeah. And when the rates drop, values keep increasing anyway. So, the old saying, buy land, they're not making any more of it. So, get in while you can. And
very true.
With so many great options from lenders like you that, anybody almost can purchase a home that wants to, or at least if we can't get it right now, let's get them on the right track. We'll set them on a plan for making sure it happens fairly soon.
Yes, that's right. I mean, everybody, if they're willing to devote the time and energy, everybody can have their own home. It really is just a question of getting a plan together and, one foot ahead of the next, and you make the progress to get there. So if they're willing to do it, we're willing to put the work in and help them get to where they need to be. And I know you will take them out and show them all the houses they want to see. So
yep. And I think we make a great team, that we both are ready to do just about whatever it takes to get our clients in a home and make them happy homeowners. So I love working with you, and I appreciate that, we're able to take this time and hopefully educate some people and, be working together some more.
Thanks, Danitza. I think we make a great team too. And honestly, our customers will get the best customer service, because both of us really care a lot about everybody, and we really will give you everything that we've got to make sure that you're happy and satisfied. So if you want to buy in the future, please give us a call. We're here and happy to help you as soon as you're ready.
Yep, I'll put all of our contact information in the comments below, but please feel free to reach out. Again, it's Jess Lyons with Lyonsgate Funding, and I'm Nicklow with Berkshire Hathaway, the Preferred Realty. So we'll see you soon. Thank you.